All right, leading our bulletin tonight, from dodgy deals to death threats and allegations of murder, two witnesses have told the State Capture Commission that they still fear for their lives. The two intended beneficiaries of the Estina Vrede Dairy Farm further testified that law enforcement failed them. The Commission also heard that as a result, 3 people had died. Now, reporter Manqoba Mchunu was at the Commission of Inquiry into State Capture for us today. Manqoba, very good evening to you. Ephraim Dlamini testifying about mysterious deaths, death threats, and also warned that he should not raise the name of the then agriculture MEC in the province, Mosebenzi Zwane.
Of course, very serious allegations, Griselda, that the Commission has heard today. Of course, you'll recall that there were allegations earlier on that, some of the deaths that had happened in that province were linked somehow to this particular Estina project. But of course, Ephraim Dlamini coming today and saying, those men had been killed for really speaking about the Estina Dairy project. And he says the mention of the word or the name of the then agriculture MEC was trouble. Let's take a listen.
Naye ushone bamtshele emehlweni ukuthi wena ngwenya ukufane uzofa ngalento yakho.
He died after being threatened, being told that you will die.
Umuntu oqala kwakuthuto khanye wayemtshele emehlweni.
The first person to threaten him was Tuto Khanye.
So when
he uttered or threatened his life, we were all there, and the media was there. If in Vrede you have spoken about the dairy project Msebenzi Zwane, you won't sleep in your house, you'll have to run away from your house because they will chase after you or threaten to kill you.
Well, Griselda, of course, just to put that into context, when he starts by saying that, he also died because of those threats, he's referring here to one of those who died, Philemon Ngwenya, who's also believed that, after raising several issues and complaining about the issue, inquiring about the issue, he was killed. But it goes further to say that, even at the funeral of, one of the other, Chauke, he says that there was threats that were made there against him and the next witness who took the stand. And he says that they said even that there was a hit list and that they were part of that hit list.
More concerning, Manqoba, is that it seems Justice Zondo also quite perturbed following, of course, the testimony of Mishak Ngongwane, who also testified about death threats and allegations that the police or law enforcement agencies did nothing.
Let's start here, Griselda. I think what we've left out from Ephraim Dlamini is the fact that he says that, some of the people that were carrying out these threats were actually government officials. They were government officials from the agricultural department as well as the municipality. So he says both of those seem to have had some sort of conspiracy for them to be killed. But I think he says that he's been let down. In his exact words, he says that, I even regret the fact that I took this information because he had a video of this apparent, a plot to kill him. So he took that video to the Hawks and he says, since they took that video in June, on the 21st of June, nothing has happened until now. And he says, what now? I've given up on the South African law. It simply does not have justice. And he says that, right now I just want to take the law into my own hands. But the judge, of course, concerned about this issue and asking him, do you want protection? Let's take a listen, Griselda.
I would like the legal team and the administration and the investigators to do what they normally do when people who appear before the commission are under threat, to see what can be done, and also to establish why Mr. Dlamini has not been given any report backs either by the Hawks and the station commander at Vrede Police Station about threats to his life that he has brought to their attention, and what is being done about investigating these threats, and if there is enough evidence, arresting the people concerned.
Of course, Crisalda, I think another shocking thing that he revealed is the fact that he has also reported this matter to the police in Vrede, and the station commander, they simply said, take my number, but just in case, also defend yourself. So at this point, there's no case that has been investigated or finalized with regards to the threats that were made against them, and also those who have perished. The families there are still yet to find closure. Not only with these farmers apparently, robbed through this project, but also they say now they live in fear due to some of the threats that have come through from this.
Some damning testimony there. Thank you very much to our reporter Manqoba Mchunu, who is covering the Commission of Inquiry into State Capture for us today.